Hey, I know why you're here. You've read it, right? I know you've read it. You want to see it, don't you? It's written all over your faces. Well, Zero Gravity is back and they've reissued the Judge with a new color. So without further ado, this is GX Moz, and in this unboxing video, I will show you what you will see and expect once you get your copy of your own Moonlight Judge from Zero Gravity. Let's go! Some say this is not a Gundam, but as you can see side by side with Judge and Forbidden Gundam, they are actually in the same design. It's just that Judge is more in steroids. We can't deny that this is actually an overhaul, but still people will buy this because it actually looks better and cool. We don't want to miss this out, but let's not spend our family budget. So here it is, everyone, what you've all been waiting for, the 1/100 high resolution Moonlight Judge from Zero Gravity. So here we are unboxing the package I received on November 6th, and I placed this order on October 9. It's actually a fast pre-order, and the SRP of this is $80 to $70 for the pre-order. Good thing though, I got it lesser than that because the online shop where I bought it from has discount. Now right on the bat, the border design of this model kit is noticeably similar to the Gundam base limited edition, but that aside, let's take a look at the box art of the Judge Moonlight. It has the same box art like the first release, but this one has a different color scheme. It has blue, white, and red combination, which is a signature of the Moonlight. Now let's take a look what this unit has to offer. Yeah, even the front of the manual is giving the Gundam base limited edition vibes. Instructions are similar as before. I wasn't able to get a first copy, but that's okay, and as you can see on the manual, the colored part makes it easier for us to spot where to attach. And this is the inner frame. Now let's take a look at the other frames here. As you can see from the previous release, this should be gray or violet. And as you can see, the white frame is very clean. For me, I got nothing bad to say. Some issues are common, but as you can see here, everything is very detailed. Fingers are very small, but that's okay. We also have water decals right here, and this is the navy blue parts. And we also have gray frames for the weaponry, as you can see here, very detailed as well. Almost every frame that I've been looking at till now still amazes me, and as you can see, this is a royal gold. There's another part. This is for the back skirt, this is for the vents, and other white parts as well. Very detailed, as you can see. One thing I also like about this kit is there's a clear part and a gray part similar to the other side, and you can use them as color separation, I believe. And this is the V-fin, very nice gold coated. The red part right here is also nice. I like the shade of red, and some gray parts right here, gray frames, very detailed as well. White parts that you can also attach. I believe these are for the shoulder and arms, and as you can see there, very detailed and sharp. Well, it's like I'm looking at a resin kit. And here we have another navy blue frames right here. I really appreciate the overhaul that they did to this kit, or this model. I mean the Forbidden Gundam. It's definitely going to be an eye catcher once this unit is fully built. Well, other than the color scheme, everything else is the same based on the appearance that I saw on Google. Well, from the first release, it's still the same. It's just that it has a different color scheme. Still, it's okay. Now, the next one here is the effect parts for the weapon. It is surprisingly big, and this is gonna be a very good thing to display. And here we have the base stand. As you can see, it has the same color scheme from the weapon effect parts. Blue, green color. That is really nice actually. I like the color scheme for this one instead of the plain white or plain black. The base also has the same design as before, good plastic quality for me. Everything else that I've seen so far, I've never been disappointed. Moving on, let's take a look at the inner frame included here. This is a pre-built metal inner frame that is included. Let's take a look at the quality and find out if it's actually good. And on the box it says 2022 Zero Gravity. I believe this is the same release as before on the same first model, but this release is slightly better because it has two metal die casts for the weapon, because back then we have one metal and one plastic. Now you can hear both of them is metal. And let's take a look at the skeleton. As you can see here, Some parts are metal, some parts are not. You can definitely feel the weight of the metal there. I guess I'm gonna find out later once I've completed building this thing if it actually can hold the weight. Now, as you can see, there are parts that are shiny. This one is metal. Some parts like this one is plastic, and you can definitely see the difference between the metal and the plastic. Some are shiny and some are not. This one is also plastic, and the rest of the part is also plastic. Now let's turn this one. I'm gonna try to bend this, not too much because I don't want to break this. Oh, you can actually plug that out. That's quite easy to plug out, but yeah, I think this one is also the same as the other hand. Now the neck part is ball jointed, so you can easily plug that in and out. And let's try to extend this part. As you can see, for longer range, you can extend that further. Let's spin this around. It can turn 360. That is very good. Now let's bend this as well and see if we can maximize the bend for the forearm. Hold on, let me twist this here, and there you go. Nice. Oh, what I've noticed is that inside this metal part right here, the connection, we have to be careful because that is actually plastic. We don't want to break that, so let's be careful on that one. Now let's turn that in, and on this section, surprisingly, you can actually move this up and down. I've never seen something like this on an inner frame. This gives it more range of motion, which is really impressive because it has grip on it, so you don't need to worry about it falling off. And here is the waist part. There is a screw and a bolt joint. Let's be careful because that is plastic, and the only metal here is the back part right here. The rest in the front is plastic. And here, take a look at this. We can actually bend that very flexible, but it's awkward that the back is empty now. For the hand, everything else here is metal, and the only ones that are plastic is the connection. That's okay. Now let's take a look at the groin part. That gimmick right here, I'm glad that they maintained this gimmick because it extends the height of the unit, and it also is the same on the other side. Let's try to bend this up right there. I am impressed that we can actually do that. And let's turn this around. 360 turn, that's good. Now this one right here, side skirt, ball joint, this is actually plastic, so we have to be careful because if you put too much force on it, I believe it's going to break. And what I recommend you is to hold that one connection there. You can actually also do that, but it's going to break if you force it too much. Now this part, you can actually turn that, push that out and push that in. That's nice. The front skirt ball joint is also the same. You can push that up and down like so. That is good. Now from the back, this one is metal. That's where you attach, I believe, the white part. You can hear the metal part, yeah. Alright, now for the feet, let's try to bend this. And as you can see, it has the same range of bend from regular kits. That is still nice. I don't know if it's still the same if we put all the outer frames in. And the feet part right here, as you can see, you can move that, very flexible, and that is maximized from there. That angle, quite impressive, but I don't know if it, like I said, if it's the same if we put the inner frame, but pretty impressive. Look at that. And the only kit that I've seen being able to do this was the God Gundam and also Exia. I don't know the other ones, but this one right here, you can also move that up and down as well, and plug that out. That is a plastic, so that's kind of worrying because the heaviness of the metal, I don't know if it's going to be able to keep the weight, but yeah, let's see. Let's plug that in. Now Moving on from this part, the only worries that I have is this one is plastic as well. I hope they made it metal instead, because in time it's gonna lose, and uh, if you put too much force in it, I'm pretty sure it's going to break. I'm just really certain this one is going to break. There is grip, don't get me wrong, I'm actually impressed. This can turn 360, this one also, but still, that is something that I'm worried about. This one is plastic, this one is metal. You can plug that out like that, and yeah, still plastic, so we really need to be careful on moving this up and down because we might break it. All right, now this one is also can be plugged out. These small issues that I've seen so far is quite common and easy to fix. For my personal opinion, you definitely need to have one of this. You don't want to miss it, because everything I've seen so far, everything is satisfying. Moving on, you just need to pay attention to those thin parts. We have to be careful on that one. So yeah, everything else is good for me. That's already expected because this is my first time having this kind of kit. With a pre-built inner frame, I am really satisfied. So for now, I'll put it on the backlog list. I'll build this after the ages, and I'll make a separate video for you guys to see how it will turn out, and check to see if the worries that we have for those plastic parts in the inner frame is going to be a problem or not. Now let's put this here next to the copy. Alright, that's about everything that we can cover on this video. Let me know about your thoughts about this Judge Moonlight. You can comment down on the section below. What do you think about this kit? Is it good or not? And once again, this is GX Mods. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.